damn right.
Which has so far been delicious.
It's not special.
No, actually, these are bigger fermenting vessels than I'm used to.
Why is that?
They have a second tier. I mean, you have to. Actually, they look bigger than the ones I've been in normally. So
40 barrel?
Here in Canada, we call them 30 hectoliters.
Hectoliter.
Barrels. Americans call them barrels.
Americans.
No, they're 30 hec tanks, 15 hec brew house. Yeah. We only sell bottles here, so we don't try to go to the LCBO, then go to the beer store. Come on in, guys.
That's where he had the table all along. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's okay. He wants his sausage. Be careful of her on step.
Yeah, he's got a sausage craving right now.
Oh, does he?
Yep.
oh
That's the
boy.
Italian?
Something like that, yeah.
pretty
White and
straightforward.
silky.
Aww.
Join us.
Make beer in here.
He likes the bratwurst with the sauerkrauts.
Ignore the man.
Let's see what he eats.
Ignore the man.
What did you miss? Not a whole lot. 15 hec brew house, 30 hec fermenters. All our beer is made on site now. When we started, we did produce contract brewing. And now we're not. Everything here, we've probably put 22, 30 styles through the brewery thus far.
A lot of nice natural light coming in. Did you want to move up?
Yeah, we got to put a big window in the front so that people can see what's going in, but most people just drive by and not notice.
I wasn't
anyway.
looking to spoon him, no.
But yeah.
I like your black lager.
Thank you.
Very good.
Black lager was pretty good.
A lot of people like that beer.
The Dunkel was pretty nice
Yeah,
too.
it was good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know why I didn't get to try.
Is he Dunkel?
Yeah, why didn't you?
Right.
So what's the difference between the copper tanks and these tanks then?
So the copper tanks, that's the brew house.
Brauhaus?
And that's where you make the beer.
You find the copper holds the heat more consistently than the stainless?
No, the copper is just consistently prettier.
Which makes sense why you put it in the window. So they don't put me in the window for a reason.
That's why you put it in the window. It's
People
like,
are not.
hey, they got copper tanks.
Yeah, so that's where for the uninitiated, that's where we make the beer, and that's where the beer ferments. And then the
Cool.
shiny tent down there, the bright tent down there, that's
The shinier of the
that's
shiniest.
the government tank.
The government
The
tank?
bright
Tax tank.
That's the tax tank.
Oh,
That's where the government makes sure that they get their money.
the one that kind of stands out
Coming,
from the
going,
rest.
in every other direction. Yeah, pretty straightforward, small little
Well,
brewery.
the Americans broke away from the British because of the taxes, so fuck your
Then you can
taxes.
interview him so you can ask him anything. Ask him something.
Yeah. What do you guys want to know? You guys have been in a million breweries. You know?
I actually haven't, so
There's a bunch of kegs. There's our cooler. That's the boiler. There's water filtration over there.
You got a plan on expanding?
World domination. Maybe just an ag region. No, right now we don't have any plans to expand. What Max said.
and forgive me if I'm ignorant, but do you have anything listed in the LCBO right now? Or?
Nope, no LCBO, no beer store.
Wow.
Good.
So just right out of here. That's pretty
Out of
awesome.
Here and to licensees.
I mean, that's awesome to the degree, like, we come here and we pick something up, we got something extra special.
You're supplying a lot of restaurants already.
Yeah, we're working hard to. We're just under 2 years old, and we've hired a lot of people, so we're working hard to kind of really establish ourselves here in Niagara. We don't spend any money on marketing or branding outside of the brewery. We invested in our brand and our label that goes on the bottle and that kind of stuff. But we don't advertise in the newspaper, and we don't.
For
we don't
a kind of like a nano brewery, you got some pretty impressive operation here, so.
Yeah, I don't know what the definition of a nano is anymore.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nano's under 1 barrel. So.
Yeah, so this is more like micro.
Speaking, nanos under 1 barrel. I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of system you guys got? Hey, everybody, look!
Extra 5 barrels here. Oh, he's sabotage.
Stealing our stuff.
He's trying to sabotage your brewery.
Damn
Who's that guy carrying all the malt in?
It's equipment. It's a
it's trying to carry out a fermenter. That's what I'm more concerned about.
He likes your copper tanks.
Teamwork, damn it.
Those are way harder to steal than glasses.
I know. It's like, I know it's a 4 hour, but it's not that big.
You can do it.
Yeah.
It's got the soft top.
Anyway, and plans to expand. No, we're just working on selling every drop of beer we can make out of here right now.
So you have even like no interest in getting in the LCBO or anything like that?
Not right now. No, the LCBO, we don't filter right now. We don't pasteurize right now. We don't add any preservatives, and the LCBO doesn't have any refrigerated storage at their warehousing or in their warehousing or in any of their individual outlets. So it's really difficult for us to have confidence that they're not going to stick our filtered, unpasteurized beer in a.
Yeah, there is a
Don't
lot
filter
of
it, don't
breweries in
pasteurize
Ontario
it.
that rushed into the LCBO without filtering or pasteurizing.
Yeah.
Then people buy the beer and they get some nice spoiled beer. I think that's what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah. So no plans. We like dealing with our customers directly out of here. We like dealing with bar owners. We like working with partners who are interested in selling good beer directly. And everyone knows that a beer on tap out of a clean line is the best way to drink a beer. I clean my lines this
So
morning.
you'd probably describe yourself as like a large brew pub then, right? So.
Well, no. I mean, most of our volume leaves.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Sorry.
we're not a brew pub. We're definitely a distribution brewery.
Okay.
We do a good amount of business here, but
Yeah. Seems pretty
this
poppin'.
place would have to be packed
Sorry.
every day
Oh.
from open to close to sell that many pints right now. Yeah, maybe one day.
I was
Maybe
gonna say it's very busy today.
it is. But it's a Friday or it's a third Friday.
Today distribution, tomorrow the world.
Aren't they? Are they? I don't know.
Probably not false.
They certainly are.
There was a lot
That's why
of
we're
beer
all here.
sold in this group right here.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking this 4-pack back home to New Brunswick, so. Yeah. Got a couple of thirsty friends that want to try it, so.
Where in New Brunswick?
Down around St. John, southern coast, by Bay of Fundy, where the tides are the largest in the world. Like that's a huge claim to fame. So.
NewBrunswick.ca.
Sorry, newbrunswick.gc.ca.
So I have a whole list of questions I don't normally ask, but again, I have all these beer tubers here. Anyone have anything they want to ask me? At least try to answer it.
Why don't you say something, Lee?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. All right.
Don't be shy. Go ahead. Fire away. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, come on, Chad.
Do this thing finally. No. See, you kept putting me off. I don't like
We wanted-
albinos. I don't like people. They're too hairy.
No, but we weren't done. Yeah, we're done.
Well, finish it. God.
How do you think the Ontario beer scene has changed?
Well, we're here now. That's different. Oh, it's when I was a kid, you could get a little bit of craft beer, but it was all boring old English styles.
Some GLB, Wellington.
Yeah, it was Upper Canada. It's changed dramatically in the sense that finally some of the great stuff that's been happening south of the border has started to happen here. And it's happened in a hurry. The last 10 years ago, I don't think you couldn't find anything hoppier than maybe Tank House or maybe Flying Monkeys 10 years ago. Were they around 10 years ago? I don't know. Nine. Yeah. So 9 years ago when they were making Optical Illusion, something like that. But before then, we didn't really.
How did Simon get out of the camera work?
So,
Because he was messing it up.
These guys
how's it changed? Well, you've been watching it change. It's
all the time.
breweries popping up all the time. People doing some pretty cool things.
Now, here's something that a lot of people in this room have talked about on our Beer Dweebs United chats and all that.
Yeah.
With all the breweries popping up now, I mean, they're popping out of the woodworks everywhere. There's so many in production right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that the bubble in Ontario is going to hit soon?
No,
No?
not even close.
No?
Well, let's put it in perspective. Let's put it in perspective. Sam Adams, right? You guys heard of that brewery?
Maybe. I think so.
That brewery grew in bottle sales something like 11% last year. It represented about 1 million
Wow.
cases of beer.
with a 300 million population too.
Yeah, well, this is the whole story. Coors Light, no, it was Bud Light, dropped 1.1% in sales by volume last year, representing 3 million cases of beer. Globally, beer drinking's been dropping for 15, 20 years. It's still the most consumed beverage in the world after tea, but it's been dropping. But if you think about just the relationship between what Bud has lost in 1.1% and 11% growth for Sam Adams, and it's 1 million cases of growth for Sam Adams and 3 million cases of loss for Bud Light, and Bud Light still owns 80% of the market, there is a lot of room for craft beer to grow. A lot.
But you take into account like Sam Adams distribution
Sure.
and stuff like that. Like,
But they're not the only ones. Lagunitas grew 82%.
yeah, but
They happen to be
like,
one of the most cheapest beers for the quality though at the same time.
Sure.
I think it-
The point isn't how or what they're.
It's almost like
all I'm speaking to is the room in the market.
it's almost like people are disappointed with mass-produced beer, or maybe just disappointed with beer in general, and really want a better quality product.
it's like what we were talking about on the chats and stuff. It's like, yes, there's going to be a lot of breweries coming up. Like there's supposed to be maybe like 12 or more popping up in the Maritimes in the next year or so. And the population's way smaller in the Maritimes.
Yeah.
provinces.
We're
And-
looking for mine.
It's much more concentrated in the Maritimes.
And you feel like maybe some of these like nano breweries and stuff that are going to pop up, they're going to pop up and they're going to fail like right away.
Well, it depends on two things, right? The quality of the beer and if people like them.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
true.
ability for them to-
Well, I think that's a
what they're
third thing
into.
too. The third thing being the people behind the brewery, if people like the people.
That's what I mean. People like them.
You need to have
Sorry, I
the
didn't mean the
local
beers.
business
Okay.
to be able to, the local economy to fund the local business at the same time.
It
too.
also depends on the scale and dreams and aspirations of the brewery, right? Like look at Russian River. Right?
Oh, they've got some gorgeous
Fantastic,
stuff. They
guys
got some
make
nice.
great beer. The place is always packed, and they just choose to stay at the same size
Wow.
they are. So it really depends on. Does it matter? 50 more breweries pop up. Yeah, 25 will fail. All kinds of reasons. But is there room in the market? Is the bubble gonna pop? You know why the bubble won't pop, in my opinion? Because once you go from being a blue light drinker to a Smash Bomb Atomic drinker, there's no going back. You can't go backwards to Coors Light.
But it's so hard to get people to try.
Wow.
So
But people will. They do try. The people
After
that
a
won't
while,
just
but
won't.
it's so
very
hard
few,
to
it
very
doesn't
few
look
people
right.
go
Maybe
drinking
from-
and eating really good stuff. That
Maybe
tastes
from
really
like
good in
Bud
their
Light
mouth.
to Smash Bomb back to a Pale Ale or something.
It all
But
doesn't look like just one bubble.
if you don't want that
It's a giant
strength,
bubble
but
with
yeah,
many
there's
bubbles inside of it. And those bubbles pop and grow and pop and grow and pop and grow. But there's one giant bubble for the craft beer. I'm a fucking American. Leave me alone. Turn the fucking cameras that way. Cut your fucking hair.
People have been talking about the craft beer. People have been talking about the craft beer popping for about 20 years now, and it hasn't happened yet.
But it hasn't really started to grow
Where are
until
they
the
talking
last
about
2
craft
years
beer
as well.
popping?
Like, I mean,
CNN?
Well, I mean, that define grow. It's been growing for quite some time.
Okay.
I mean, the LCB, yeah.
oh, now it's actually pretty nice.
Aren't those great?
They are. I love
How many times that guy say boys in that ad? Boys.
Boys.
It'll be just like cigarettes.
Boys.
Yeah, sure.
You can trust.
Now, what's your thought on the corner store thing? For me, I don't want the corner store. I want the law to let private shops be around, which I think would really help the distribution in Ontario more
So-
than the corner stores.
Yeah, I mean, so you would say that someone can open their own private shop, but the guy owns.
Well, no, I'm
owns
fine
the-
with the corner store selling it as well, but I want the law to let.
Well,
private
in the larger centers, like Nova Scotia allows for private shops to exist, and they have an very eccentric
About with the private
choices of beer. Like you can get stuff from all over.
Oh, yeah,
So
you
It mostly is
So-
controlled.
have that.
What you-
You
Yeah.
don't have
buy
it.
the good beer
Yeah.
corner in the
At the corner
grocery store
At the
there.
grocery store.
What, Nova Scotia? No, not in the grocery store. But there are private stores that exist.
Yeah. But even then,
Yeah,
usually
well,
you're
we went
getting
to
rid of
a
the
few
bottle.
of them.
Like-
It wasn't a
Like
beer
when
store.
when I had Old Rasputin from North Coast in California, it came from Nova Scotia.
Here's the reason.
Oh,
Here's the reason. I'll tell you why. beer store is owned by the 3 biggest beer companies in the world, and they're not going to give up their monopoly. That's why.
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
No, of course not. They just come to the little corner store and say,
You must never post
There is no distribution. Breweries have to distribute
Now we must-
their own beer.
now-
It's
now we
illegal
must
to
kill
put your
us all.
products on the same vehicle.
You gotta cut that part.
Well, there's always some giant politician making a lot of money by limiting the sales of certain beers in certain areas.
I don't know if the American in the audience knows this, but the second largest lobby in the United States is the beer industry.
After the
Next to the
NRA,
oil industry.
after the NRA that he's a card carrying
The
member.
NRA is actually really small. They're
It
just
is.
really
They're
loud.
very vocal.
He's not allowed back here.
Hello,
Hey.
Pete.
Well,
Did you eat your sausage?
Yeah.
You got your sausage?
You
That,
have
you had your sausage that fast? He likes the fast sausage.
Well, he just swallows sausage. He swallows all
I
the
hope
time.
this all gets edited heavily.
No, not like
It will not get edited at all.
Favorite hop? Favorite hops?
Yeah, that's a good one.
What
I
a
have to
stupid
have a
French
favorite.
question.
I don't have a favorite hop. I like the beer that has the right hop in it.
Fruity hops, pine hops, straight fruity hops.
Do you like fruity hops?
Depends on the mood I'm in that day, time of day, what I'm eating with it. If it's breakfast and I'm eating my Cheerios, I like a big American West Coast hop.
Like earthy hops?
Sure, I like
Do you
earthy
actually
hops,
have beer
especially
for
when I'm
breakfast?
eating sort of potatoes and stuff.
Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Watch this, okay? Ready? How did you get into the industry?
How do you get into the industry?
How did you get in?
I drank a beer once.
Big balls,
I drank
lots
beer
of money, great looks, really, really, really smart.
Put the money to
Favorite part of the industry?
Drinking beer.
Least favorite?
When the beer goes around.
Being out of beer.
Malt Maniac, Hophead, or Yeast Beast?
Oh, hophead.
Delicious.
Favorite style of beer?
IPA, just say it.
You know you want it.
IPA.
If you say
Least favorite?
Pilsner.
You weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Sex.
Drinking beer.
Why did we even bring you?
You felt bad for me because I'm a stupid American.
money stuck here.
I didn't answer any of those questions seriously. I hope that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any other questions?
Desert Island question.
You're on a desert island, what one beer would you bring?
Just choose one.
Yep.
I'd rather have
That
one.
you're gonna have forever.
That's
and
a dumb
it.
scenario anyway.
Oh,
It would never happen, and I wouldn't have to make that decision.
Okay, well here's
Come
the
on,
real
what
question
kind of
for that.
question is that?
So you have
Well,
three
we asked
beers you can
everybody.
drink for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One from your brewery, one from another microbrewery, and one from a macro.
Can they be
What would they
one-offs?
They can be whatever
Some
you
of it
want.
better
If
be
it was
5
a
paddle,
one-off,
I'll
it
tell
would be
you
the
that.
kilowatt from Silversmith. What was it?
We're gonna
One-
drink tonight.
One from a macro?
One from a macro and one from a micro.
Any?
Any.
Yeah.
From a macro. Have to be Guinness.
I was gonna say that's the cheating question.
That's-
Yeah.
But-
That's a good one.
And from a micro, I can't even choose.
Nothing for 5 bottles.
Nothing for fun. I've never actually
Never heard of them.
Never actually tried it.
Whose fault's that?
Boys that taught us and, take Lone Pine with me.
Lone Pine?
Oh,
Nice choices.
Guinness, Lone Pine, and
Guinness.
what was the other one? Kilowatt. Oh yeah,
Kilowatt.
Kilowatts.
You've lived forever. Anyone else?
Let me ask you guys a question.
all right.
Okay, you're on a desert island. You can only take one beer. What beer is it?
2X IPA.
He's surrounded by salt water. Coors Light.
I don't
It's
know.
like water. Oh, Stiegel Radler.
Workout.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad.
Grapefruit one?
Forever
That's
you're-
not a
yeah,
bad
forever
idea.
You're gonna get that vitamin C. You're gonna get
You don't
rehydrated.
get
No,
scurvy.
we're not being
Exactly.
rational. What beer do you like that much?
I'm being rational. That's the beer.
No
I'm taking with me.
rational. As,
Well,
no.
besides Guinness, what other beer feeds you? Like
Stiegel Radler.
That would.
Steel Rattler is
I
really good.
Stiegel Radler is delicious.
If it had to be something that I just loved, I don't know.
Yeah, no ice.
Right now, my favorite beer this year is probably the Nickelbrook Whiny Bastard. So that.
Oh, you know what I like is the what was the grouchy wife or surly wife or
Oh, my bitter wife.
My bitter
Bitter
white.
White.
Yeah, the one
enjoyed
I
that
didn't
one.
do yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sitting
That
in
was
the
good.
dryer still for
It's
you.
coming. It's coming. It's coming.
that was a good one. I like that.
If it was last year, I'd probably say Midnight Paddle. But you know, it's
And one thing after the camera stops, explain to me this fucking government's shiny tank shit. I got nothing.
Apparently in the United States of America, they don't use bright tanks.
No.
The mic's off. The mic's off.
Okay, I don't.
Come
I don't
on, the mic's off.
I've been through brewery tours, but I've never heard that before.
So the other thing that all Americans think is they don't pay taxes.
Well, we pay taxes, but I didn't understand the bright tank thing. I've never heard that ever.
So the way that the government gets its tax is by volume in Canada, and they will calibrate. You have your bright tank calibrated, and every liter of beer that comes out, you know what a liter is?
I don't know what a liter is
It's
now.
a liter of cola, right?
A quarter a
A
gallon.
large farm.
There are 3.8 liters per gallon.
Shut up.
Imperial gallon or
American gallon.
That's how,
Fuck
that's
off.
how they track it.
Ah.
Every liter or 3 point what?
3.8 liters per gallon.
Gallon that goes through the bright tank, you pay your tax.
We
on
pay
it.
tax on it. Okay.
It's like that. It's really simple.
So they measure it so they can ding you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
you
Matt.
guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Matt.
It's great being
You
here.
gotta work on your questions, I gotta tell you.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I was
Give
supposed
you a
to give
hard
any.
time.
I figured the
You're
guys
critics,
kind of
right?
have-
Well, you asked him
Critics, those
our
who can't criticize.
I
Is that
was
something
told
that
not
some
to
smart
talk
guy
when I
say
came
that?
in. You're American, don't talk.
How'd that work?
You talked anyway
Well,
though.
fuck you. I don't listen to rules. I'm American.
It's like fuck you, American. America.
There isn't
He
any.
does live in Amish country.
I do live in Amish country, yeah. The other thing is no
They have
sex until
rules.
the light goes down.
They have
Other than that, we're
rules.
good.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was fun.
Thank you very much.
You know, if you guys really do have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, cool. Thanks very much.